Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and for joining us in this chilly morning. Couldn't have asked for better weather for an outdoor event. And we're very happy to be here at the rededication ceremony of the Albert Ochoa Memorial Baseball Field. Very happy to be able to rededicate this park in memory of the late Albert Ochoa, recognizing his contributions not only to the sport of baseball, but most importantly to this community, to our city, and above all to the education of the youth of Laredo. My name is Alberto Torres, and I'm your council member for District 4, and I'm very happy to be here this morning to recognize the contributions of Mr. Ochoa and his family. At this time, I'd like to ask you to please stand for the presentation of colors by the Laredo and Police Department's Combined Color Guard.
By Honor, Hot and Run. Carefree, color. Ready, go, forward, march. My turn. March. Reset. Color.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Color. Redbird. March.
Thank you. You may be seated. Albert Richard Ochoa was Laredo's coach de oro and was born on June 10, 1917 and died September 16, 1998 in Laredo, Texas. Mr. Ochoa graduated from Laredo High School in 1937 where he played football and ran track. He attended Sul Ross University where he also played football from 1938 to 1940. Mr. Ochoa served 5 years in the 17th Airborne Division and completed his military service with the legendary 101st Screaming Eagles Artillery Airborne Division during World War II. Mr. Ochoa attended East Texas State University in 1946, where he ran track. He then joined the Martin High School coaching staff in 1948 and had a teaching career in education that spanned for 33 years. Mr. Ochoa was at Martin High School for 17 years, where he coached baseball and also coached football for another two. Two of his baseball teams in 1950 and 1952 made the state tournament, and the 1964 team won district. Mr. Ochoa was later transferred to J.W. Nixon High School, where he continued his baseball coaching career, earning the title of Zone District in 65 and 66. His teams also won district titles in 67, 69, and 70. Mr. Ochoa was then promoted as Assistant Athletic Director for the Laredo Independent School District and served that position for 5 years and later retired in May of 1981. Mr. Ochoa served his community for a very long time, serving as an official for Border Olympics for 35 years. He also helped organize the 1969 Big League Baseball program, which claimed the state title and advanced to regionals in Charleston, Virginia. Mr. Ochoa was inducted into the Laredo Latin American International Sports Hall of Fame in 1983. In honor of his years of service to the Laredo community, the city of Laredo, together with the Laredo Independent School District, dedicated this field as the Albert Ochoa Memorial Field in 1989. And here we are again in 2024, remembering everything he did for our community, and rededicating this field. Conversations that I've had with the LISD officials through Coach Gomez. LISD is committed in ensuring that they maintain this field. We're looking at many other different improvements to ensure that this field continues to serve the community, but most importantly, the children and the youth that attend J.W. Nixon High School so that they can better their baseball abilities and hopefully regain those titles that Mr. Ochoa was very instrumental back in the 60s when he had his career with Nixon High School. To give us a little more on Mr. Ochoa and also on the improvements of this park, I'd like to call on our Parks and Recreation Director, Mr. J.J. Gomez. Coach?
Thank you, Councilman. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Ochoa family. This is kind of special. This is very special in my heart. It's an honor to be here. I spoke to a couple of you all as you all drove up here. Coach Ochoa used to be my dad's coach in 1957 to 59. All right. He went to Martin High School. I grew up right across the street from West Martinfield, Santa Maria. That's where I grew up. That was my home away from home, always on the field. I'm also a former coach. That's why he called me a coach. I was the head baseball coach at United. From the last 10 years, I retired and came over here with the city. My dad was my biggest fan, and I'm sorry if I get choked up a little bit because I think about it. He would always talk about Coach Ochoa. And one time I was telling you, when I was coaching, one of the times I was coaching third base, I would always reach into my pocket. And it was bases loaded, 2 outs, full count, and reach into my pocket, and my dad would always look at me. And finally, after one game, he told me, after he criticized me, how come I didn't bunt, or how come I didn't send something to coach the runner home and whatever. He said, Mijo, what do you have in your pocket? And took it out and I had a cross. He said, me acuerdas de Coach Oro. You know, he said, Coach Ochoa used to have a rosary in his back of his pocket. And then Mr. Ochoa now is telling me why he used to have it rolled. He came back in his army days, why he would carry that rose. He was a paratrooper, and he was able to, he would siempre se le pedía la mano la ayuda de Dios before he was in the army. So this is special in my heart as well, because we as former athletes or coaches, we always remember the coaches that influenced our lives. I run into people at the HEB, or they know my name, and I still don't remember them, but I know the coach. So they always thank me, and I'm here to thank you all for influencing my dad's life. My dad was a big baseball fan. That's why I followed the sport of baseball. And I promise you, as long as I'm here, the staff is here, this field is going to be very well taken care of, always. This park as well. We're working on improvements. We're together with the LISD. As you can see, Councilman Torres' real influence is building this park here, beautifying it along with Saffirini. We call it Senator Saffirini. This baseball field, the head coach now is one of my former students. This is how the circle of life turns, right? Banugli used to be his coach at United. So I told him, Jason, whatever you need, man, we're here to help you. We were talking about how your dad used to drag the field in the station wagon to make sure the kids, as coaches, we always want the best for our kids and our players, and I think that's siempre que lo que necesitan for our youth, they're going to have our support on behalf of the city of Laredo. Okay, so again, I want to thank you. I'm very honored and proud to be here, and I want to make sure that I share my story with you all, just to live the memories of Coach Ochoa, and I'm actually going to frame this little piece of paper and put it in my office so that we can all remember this. So thank you, and it's an honor again to be here, and anything you need from the city of Laredo, we're here to serve you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. To speak on behalf of the Ochoa family, I'd like to call to the podium Mr. Robert Bobby Ochoa, son of Mr. Albert Ochoa.
Good morning, everyone. Councilman, thank you so much for this rededication of this field. It means the world to the family here of Albert R. Ochoa, El Coach de Oro, and I was talking to my brothers, and we never found out how he got the title El Coach de Oro. We'd like to say, I wish we had talked to one of his players and they would tell us how that came about. But we never found out. But we'd like to believe he was a coach with a golden heart, and he cared about his players, his students, because he was a teacher. He taught American history and government, both at Martin and at Nixon. And we'd like to think that he just cared. As Councilman mentioned, he was a veteran. He was a paratrooper. He was in the 101st Airborne in World War II. He spent 5 years in the Army. He was at Sul Ross State for 2, and when he came back, the head of the draft board told him, Albert, just do your 1 year of service and then you can go back and you can finish your college. So he did, and he was in for 11 months, and guess what? World War II in the Pacific broke out. So he spent almost that year and 4 more in the military, and as a sergeant. He was a rank of sergeant. And when he came out, he went to East Texas State, you can imagine, and he got a track scholarship. So from when he finished his degree, East Texas State is now Texas A&M Commerce, and he came and coached at Martin. He started at Martin there, and then he finished at Nixon. But I was telling everyone, I was never good enough when he coached at Nixon to play baseball for him. I just didn't have that talent, and I wasn't going to embarrass my father. My brother Tommy was the baseball player, and he played second base, and he was an excellent baseball player with a team. And coach, old coaches have a special place in our heart, and their players never forget their coaches. And so from all the coaches, current and former, we want to thank you, and we recognize all that they've done for their athletes, and they still have a special place in the heart. Lastly, I want to thank again, Councilman, thank you so much for all that you've done. We want to thank the Parks and Rec for all your wonderful efforts of keeping the Zaffarini Park and the Ochoa Field, along with LISD and their staff, in such a wonderful condition. It's a wonderful opportunity for the residents of this area, and we're very, very happy to see this wonderful facility. And yes, the macate with a cyclone fence that my father would drag out here in the middle of summer and put the sprinklers on to keep this field going. It looks beautiful now. And I want to thank again Parks and Rec, the city, all the council, the mayor, and especially Councilman here. You've done a wonderful job for your district, and we thank you for this. So I know my father is looking down on us at this rededication today and smiling, because he loved this community. He came back, served the community, and he loved baseball and this field. So thank you very, very much for all the wonderful things that the city has done for this, and the family really appreciates it.
Thank you, Mr. Ochoa. This concludes our ceremony this morning. I ask that the family please join us for some pictures for the media, and we thank everyone that is here with us this morning. Please join us for some refreshments. There's not cold water, but we have some coffee, which is good, and some sweet bread. So please help yourselves, and once again, thank you all very much.